first step is to open the app. As soon as you open it, you will come across to a page that says I am a teacher and I am a student. You will select I am a teacher first so you can set up your email account to get your class going. Once you have set up all of your class and your kids in your class, you will come to this screen. It will show class created. Then you can see that you can provide a QR code for your students. That way they can easily access this app and get signed into your classroom. Next, you will get a notification saying Seesaw will send notifications when items are added to your class. You will want to hit Notify Me as shown in the screenshot below. Next, you come to your home page. This is where you can view your class list and all of your students' work. Your students' work will be listed right around here, and your class list, as you can see, is right here. You can always manage your students in case you get new students that join you throughout the year or some leave. If you click on a specific student under class list, you will be brought to this page. As you can see, this is where you can edit your students' information. Each student has a name. You can always edit this name later on in the year if needed. Each student also has an icon. As you can see, you can choose different multiple icons. That way each student in the classroom can have a different one and you can help you and your students and parents stay organized. Here is the option of adding parents to this child. As you can see, this child has 0 parents listed under this app. To change that, all you have to do is click on the arrow, and you can always add your parents' information, email, and that way they get a notification and they can sign up for the class as well to view their students' projects. As mentioned before, you also have the option of removing a student from your class. Here is where you will do that. To start adding your students' work in your lesson that will appear here, you can start by clicking the green plus button. Now here is where this app gets interesting. You can create fun, new, and exciting lessons for your students to view in the classroom for silent, independent work time, outside the classroom and at home, and lessons centered for homework to be done outside the class. You can choose to type up lessons with notes. You can also provide links for tutorials or websites provided for your lesson, and you can also add files that are already made that are on your computer. You can also show photos, videos, and drawings for your lesson. I chose to create a video for my first lesson. This is a page that my students will view when they open my video lesson. In my video, I can use Zoom, cut, copy and paste, and use markers and text boxes. Below, you can see my students will have the option to use their own drawings, voice, or text annotations to add when watching this lesson. This is great because it can help the students in your class with learning disabilities to make modifications and allow them to learn to the best of their ability. My lesson is presented the same for every child, but they can go in and write, draw, or say things while watching the lesson to help them break down the material and understand it better. After I did my video lesson, I was presented with this screen. This allows me to choose which students I want to view this lesson, or I can click on everyone and everyone can watch this. Now if I go back to my home page, you can see my video is presented in my lesson log. You can also see that my students may like, comment, or add to a photo this video. To go back and see who you shared the lesson with, you can also look to your left and see everyone, or if you chose a specific student or students, then they will be listed. To edit my video, I can either choose to delete the item, edit the people I chose to share it with, edit photos, I can change the date, copy and edit, share an item, And I can also get the QR PDF. This is great for whenever you want to print off the QR so the students can easily access this in class. I also decided to make a note lesson. Here, my students can read what I want them to do, such as the instructions, followed by a video lesson that I want them to listen to. In this note, I wanted my students to watch the lesson and then follow along with guided notes presented. Another feature on the home page is I can, instead of being on the lesson log, I can choose to view calendar. Here, I can see exactly which date I presented how many lessons and how many items. I can also choose to set up a classroom blog. By clicking on this tab, I will be brought to this page. Then you want to click on Set Up Your Class Blog. This will redirect you to a new page where all the setting up can be done. This is the page you will be redirected to. As you can see, the instructions are very clear. So go get this free app. It will give your students some fun and engaging lessons for the year.